Hey, welcome to the 7th video of this ROS tutorial series. In this video, I'll make sure that you get comfortable in writing your own custom ROS services. This video is all about creating request response model using ROS services, starting with the making of SRV directory in your package, then making of a file with .srv extension where all the structure of your request response model will be stored, then making respective changes in CMakelist.txt file and package.xml file, and finally writing your own custom ROS services. Before starting, I would like to tell you, if you are watching this video for the very first time, I would suggest to watch out the previous video, as every video is continuation of its previous one. So before starting, make sure you subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon, as I bring such an interesting video every week. So let's get started. Let's start by making a SRV directory in our package. So let's open a terminal and go into our package. First of all, go into the workspace and then go into the package. The package name is tutorial 7. So command for going into workspace is cd and workspace name, then going into source directory of it, then going into our package which is tutorial 7. Tutorial 7, then making a directory, which is the first step to make a SRV directory in our package. So command for it is mkdir srv. Press enter. So I'll press ls. So you can see that the SRV directory is created here. Now let's move into that directory srv cd srv, and here we have to make a file with .srv extension where all the structure of your request response model of our server will be stored. We'll make the variables to store that request and response. So command for it is touch. File name we will give it as reply dot extension should be srv. So let's edit that file, edit and reply.srv. Now here we have to first of all specify the data type of the variable. So we are going to say hi from the client, and in turns server will be saying hi, how are you. So both of them will be string. So data type should be string, string, string. We'll give variable name as talk1, then 3 hyphens and string talk2. Talk1 is the variable. Talk1 is the variable for the request and talk2 is our response variable. Let's save it and quit it. Now third step is to make changes in CMakelist.txt file and package.xml file. Now let's open that file, gedit CMakelist.txt, open that file. Now first change to make here is add message generation here. So message generation we have added in find packages. Then the second change to make here is in generate message, add service files. So here we have to add service file. Let's first uncomment this and let's specify the name which we have given to our service file, which is the reply. Now the third change, we have to uncomment these lines, generate messages, dependency, standard message and the completion bracket. Now the fourth change is only to uncomment this line and add message runtime here. So these are the changes we have to make in catkin CMakelist.txt file. Now let's quit it. Now let's open package.xml file. So command for it is gedit package.xml, and here only we have to add 2 lines. First is build depend message generation. I'll just copy it here. You can uncomment these lines here, but I'll just copy these lines down. And second line is exec depends message runtime. HTTL. I'll save this thing and quit. So let's move into our workspace and compile the workspace. cd dot dot cd dot dot. So now we are in the workspace directory. Now command for compiling is cmake catkin underscore make. Let's see whether it compiles. Now here our package has been compiled, our workspace has been compiled. Now let's again move into our tutorial 7 directory. cd src cd and let's make a script directory where we are going to write our client and script files. So command for it is mkdir and script. Let's go into our script directory, and here we need to make two files, which is client.py and server.py. Command for it is touch client.py and touch server.py. And now we have to make these two files executable files. So command for it is chmod plus x client.py chmod plus x server.py. So you can see that both of the files are executable files. Now let's edit this file and write our code into it. Now for the sake of simplicity, I have written the codes, and now I'm going to explain this code line by line. So first line is telling the ROS that this is the Python 3 file. Then we have imported the ROS.py, and then this is very important line. This is the package name, then .srv extension. So this is package name from tutorial 7.srv import reply. Reply is our file name with .srv extension. Then I have made a function greet by client. Then this is a method where we wait for a service. So ROS.py.wait for service, and the service name, which is /greeting. We have specified that in server.py. We'll see it later. Then we need to write a try catch exception here. Then reply is equal to ROS.py.service proxy. Then the service name, which is /greeting, and the name of our message file, which is reply. And now x is equal to hello. This is our variable storing our message, which is hello. Now here we are passing that message to reply underscore reply in bracket x, and in return when we'll get the reply from the server, it will store that reply into resp1, and then that will be returned to resp1.talk2, which is the response variable. We'll return this, and here we are accessing that variable. In the A, we are storing that response in A, and then we are printing that same. And in server.py, this is the Python 3 file, and we are importing ROS.py. Then second is tutorial 7.srv import reply and reply response. This function or this method, you will be seeing this method in dual file of our workspace. Then I have made a class server response. I have initialized the constructor. Then ROS.py.init node, we are initializing a node, replying, the name is replying, anonymous is equal to false. Then self.srv is equal to ROS.py.service. We'll specify the service name, which is /greeting, and the service file reply, and then this is the callback. Whenever the client requests any data from the server, the client will send the request in this function first, and then we are going to access that variable. Then the same callback function is defined here, def srv callback, self comma request, and then I have printed that got request.talk1 from client and responding with hi, how are you. So for some time, for I have given a time so that the script may sleep for 2 seconds, but it's not compulsory, only to see how the request response models works. I have given some delay here, and then I have wrote a if block here. If request.talk1 is hello, then response I have called a reply response method here. Then this resp.talk2 is equal to self.greet. I am giving the variable here, passing this variable to resp.talk2 and then returning that thing. And here I have made the object of class and rospy.create. So this is our code. Now let's run this code. So here are our 4 terminals ready. So first terminal we'll write ROS core. Then in second terminal we'll run our client script. So command for it is ROS run package name and the script name, which is client.py. And then in this terminal we will run our server script. So command for it is ROS run tutorial 7 server.py. So you can see here the client has said got hello from client responding with hi, how are you, and once the response is sent, we got here hi, how are you to the client. So this is how the response and request or request response model works in ROS. So this was all about creating our own services in ROS. If you like the video, do like, share and subscribe. Till then, stay creative with me, Techno.